Hello, Wasteland! This is Three Dog. Oh, it's CK, and I'm calling to you with the NB Podcast, another episode, aka episode 5, where we will be discussing all the shits and giggles going on around on NB. At this moment, we're calling to you from TeamSpeak, and with me I have my beloved companions, aka, introduce yourself, guys.
LA.
LA!
I'm Broly.
Broly!
I'm the next upcoming beatboxer, you know.
This is L
Kerrah.
speaking.
This is L. And the last one is the human beatboxer,
Kerrah!
Kerrah! This motherfucker. No, but we're sitting around here, and we have been, before we start recording this, we've been talking about, hey, what's been happening on NB? So we just, we kind of brainstormed, and we came up with a few topics, a few obvious topics that we think you guys should hear us discuss, because that's obviously very exciting and very funny and very amusing.
We literally put this together in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. And we didn't even spend the 30 minutes talking about this podcast.
Nope.
So, we've pretty much put zero effort into this. So I hope you all enjoy
Don't
it
tell
and
them
send us
that.
lots of praise.
They're gonna listen
It's
now.
just for fun, guys.
It's just for fun. We're all having
Gits
fun.
and giggles.
You know,
Gits and giggles.
we didn't put effort into it.
I don't think you're supposed to, say that, but we're an
I don't
honest,
know.
we're an
Put
honest
our heart
media.
into it, that's all that matters.
Exactly. We put our heart and soul into this. And
wouldn't say
we might as well announce the two topics because they're pretty obvious. I guess pretty much everyone can guess what the two most obvious things that's been going on in NBA is.
Thunderbolt madness.
It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
And bashing.
But the two things are, one, Scorps Wild Run, Scorps Gone Wild, which is pretty much, this topic consists of Scorps, doing his thing and ending up becoming Hokage without a vote. And, doing
It's
stuff
on the
and
Discovery
throwing
Channel
people out
tomorrow.
and- Exactly. It's... So, Scorps Gone Wild, and the second topic is, of course, Kiri Gone Crazy, or whatever. It's Kirikakura, pretty much just letting everyone in because a Negative Knight got fucked over by some stuff and ended up being banned for a day and removed as the Mitsukage. So a lot of
Which
stuff
is
has
on the
been
History
happening.
Channel tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a historical day for NB.
It's a special time, that's for sure. But I think we should just start. So
Alright.
I'll ask the simple question, the obvious question, guys. What is up with Scorps?
Well, basically,
He's mad with power.
it all started when there was like a glitch or something. There's like a glitch that allowed people to go into Konoha and Kiri without permission. Basically, as soon as you press join whatever permission group you were in.
Then you are in.
Yeah.
Which they would say anyone's free to join this group.
But that didn't really have anything to do with Scorps taking over. But before that, Scorps had joined, also without permission, I think. But I think he can do that for some reason. And apparently, him and Tyler had a fight inside the village while Scorps was dealing with Akatsuki or whoever was at Konoha at that time in the ninja
Yeah, that
world.
was Wayne, me, and Gobi. And then later, Vision came along.
Yeah, all those people were at Konoha, and he had a fight with Tyler inside the village. Now, apparently, I wasn't in there, but apparently, they did not agree. Tyler says he did not agree to fight for the Hokage spot, and everybody else that I've talked to says Tyler didn't agree. But Scorp says he agreed, and Mamoru Uchiha says he agreed, and Tyler lost the fight. And after Tyler lost the fight, Chris made Scorps the Hokage, and Tyler left.
So that begs the obvious question, because there's been a long tradition of you cannot become a Kage without asking the village first. So is this an obvious, like not just obvious, but like getting shot in the face with a .50 caliber gun, obvious that Scorps just
Good.
fucked the entire village of Konoha right up the ass.
Apparently, it's a new rule.
It's a scorptatorship.
It's a new rule that if both people agree that the fight is for
To a fight for the
Kage
Hokage
shit,
spot.
yeah, then
Yeah.
it'll fight for the Kage spot.
But
a rule that he just made before he fought.
yeah,
If
very,
both.
very much a rule of convenience.
Very
I mean,
convenient rule.
And then when Scorps was made Hokage, he made a new rule that said the Kage spot can no longer be voted for. You have to fight for it, and you have to defeat
Right.
him for it.
yeah, and that's hilarious. I mean, that's pretty much exactly what Hitler did, except Scorps wasn't actually democratically voted into power.
He just
So-
took it.
Scorps is pretty much the NB version of the beer putsch. Scorps is
Scorps is
the
going to
NB
tell
version of the
Konoha
beer
to
putsch.
get his hair cut.
No, but
And
the thing about that is such a typical dictator thing to do. I mean, now I'm in power, so I have decided for the
I can
good of the
change it.
nation that we shall no longer vote on who becomes the leader, because that's just asinine. But of course, I'm doing it for your own good. So here I am as the supreme leader and a moderator, so I can do pretty much whatever I want. So what now? I mean, and wasn't there a rule? Because of course, we have a lot of unwritten rules in NB. We all know that. I mean,
Yeah,
how many rules don't we have that they're unwritten? And that's pretty convenient for the mods, for the staff, because they can pick and choose from these rules and change them as they please, because they've never been written down, so they're a subject of discussion. But I would say, and I'm pretty sure you guys would say too, that it's been a rule that mods can no longer be Kages.
Yeah, that was a rule a long time ago.
Yeah, like after the
was that?
daimyo position was abolished, it was also decided after Scary Yamato left his position that mods would no longer be Kages. But apparently, with this new thing, it's just been, snap, and it's gone. For no other reason than Scorps wanted to be Hokage. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
what?
User in your channel timed out.
What's up with that? What is up with that? Isn't that terrible?
I mean,
Man,
they pretty much can just change whatever they want, really, and I mean they kind of exercise that power. And Blue was in the village. He said that even though Tyler was trying to show that he didn't agree to fight for the Hokage spot, he said Scorps deleted the evidence or hid it somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
User entered
Yeah.
your
and
channel.
we will never know. We can
And
never
then
prove or
and then
disprove this.
Blue got kicked out of Konoha for saying, hey, that was wrong. He was messaging Tyler.
for going
Mugen.
against Scorps.
Yeah, he was messaging Mugen, and he was like, hey, that was wrong. Scorp shouldn't have done it that way. And Scorp saw it and kicked him out.
And that, of course, that goes to prove how great a role player and how now again I believe or hope I think I can say whatever I want now because I don't really give a shit anymore about NB. Thank goodness for
That's
WoRP.
sad.
So it goes to prove how great a role player Scorps is. I mean, like we said, people who are listening to this, we discussed right before
User
this
in your
podcast.
channel timed
We
out.
discussed Cursed Prince's VM to Scorps about Scorps' comment on CP's application for a bio permission, and
A
Scorps
Zora
says,
test permission.
"Yeah, bio test permission." And Scorps says, "Hey man, you're a bad RPer, and you failed all your bio tests." And that's kind of funny because he won't give out.
User entered
It's
your
implying that he won't give out bio permissions if you fail tests or haven't passed any tests. So people who are new to the roleplay and haven't taken any tests would,
They're
per
fucked.
that argument, be denied a bio permission because they haven't taken any tests and haven't passed any tests. And the funny thing was that CP had only taken 2 tests, one of which he had dropped out of because
And the other
he
one
didn't-
where he
failed, like we all
Yeah.
do. I mean, I failed tests. I don't think there's anyone here who's
I don't-
passed all their tests.
I haven't failed a test.
Oh, you haven't?
because you haven't taken any.
I passed my only one test, the rain
I
test.
That's
haven't
right
failed
there.
one as well. I'm still waiting for my to be graded.
That's still being graded.
Yeah, I should have
Wow.
one.
That's just again sensible chuckle. Envy is so fucked up. It's just positive bias now. It really is. It goes. It's just funny.
They
Don't
aren't
you
aren't
guys
even
think it's
hiding
funny?
it anymore.
No, they really aren't. I mean, that coup Scorps did. I cannot. I really can't stop shaking my head over that. I mean, how can people not be up in arms about this? I mean,
Like, I
there's
don't-
been
I don't really-
I
Everyone
think
was
something
like-
would have happened
everyone-
if the majority of Connor actually like stood up for it.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
they
but
go back
most
and
people
lie.
were
Before
actually
that-
most people were confused actually.
Before that,
He used his Jedi mind trick.
everybody in Konoha was like for Mugen, they were like, oh yeah, he's our Kage, we're gonna stand behind him. And then when Scorp pretty much just took over, you know, they all just went
Fell in
over with
line.
him. They don't mind, they just went over
They
with
all
him.
just went on with
I don't
Scorch.
think they cared.
He took over their mind.
I mean, as
What?
a Konoharian right now, if you're listening, Konoha members, please send us an answer to this question. Why, if you have a problem with this, and I sincerely hope you have a problem with this, why don't you just tell Scorp? No, don't even tell Scorps and just leave. Leave the village. You know, I'm sure you have some friends somewhere in another village. Just leave
Come
temporarily
to
to show
Sunagakyo.
Scorps.
We need
that-
members.
Yeah, or yeah, for example, go there. Go to Suna.
They
we
have
could
sand
use some
cookies.
members. But, you know, why don't you leave just temporarily to show Scorps that this is not something you agree with? I mean, you're not breaking any rules by leaving the village, and it would be the perfect way to show the show management that you're not satisfied.
Yeah, as long
Someone
as
should
long as
post this podcast in Konoha.
as long as you don't just you're pretty much just bending over and taking whatever they give you. Just
You are
without
pretty
even,
much.
without a word, just taking it.
Not even questioning.
We're saying that on air, but as a Konoha member, you are right now pretty much taking it up the ass. You are taking it up the ass, and you are accepting
nice.
it, silently accepting it.
Two
Silent
coups
acceptance.
in 2 days, and you guys went with the person trying to usurp the Kage twice now. That's like it's like terribly unloyal.
And funny thing is that just a few weeks ago, there was a celebration in Konoha when the Akatsuki plot or the
Because of all the
LA's
failed
plot,
coup.
or whatever, the failed coup, people were celebrating and saying, "Hey, we are so loyal in Konoha," and just 2 weeks later, Scorch comes along and says, "Hey, I want to be the Hokage," and everyone's like, "Okay, yeah, sure, he's the Hokage. Fuck you, Mugen, get out."
He's got a blue name. Oh no!
Yeah. Oh no, he's got blue name, and
I
he's
don't
got
really-
decay release. Oh my god.
I don't really like have a problem or like dislike Scorps. I like Scorps actually, but this like the way he did it, it was. I'm pretty sure, like even though he's like, oh, I technically didn't do anything wrong because Madara said it's all right. I'm pretty sure he knew that people were gonna react pretty like terribly to this. Nobody
And
was gonna
even
like
though,
this.
I mean, it isn't in the rules. Again, there's no written rule again about how you take a Kage position. We have the unwritten rules and the traditions quotation mark, But like these are rules, unwritten rules that your buyers are checked for and that our customs are checked after. I mean, there's no written rule that says no more modes, but they don't get approved. It's just they don't because it's been said no more shit, right?
Yeah.
Modes. Yeah.
No more modes. It's an unwritten rule. It's something you don't do anymore because it won't fly. But there is a difference between breaking a rule and just being plain out a dick. I mean, good people can be dicks. I was a total douchebag to Mugen after the Akatsuki plot failed. I went on a total rampage and told him, "Oh, you're such a fucking dickweed." In Sky on a Skype chat. And
Yeah, I saw that. You were kind of a huge prick.
Yeah, I was being
you were kind of like a humongous
a
prick.
humongous prick, like just a
Just
giant prick.
Like
Yeah.
on my rating of like the top 10
You
pricks,
popped so
you're
many
up there.
balloons.
But looking
Like,
back
I
on
wanted
that,
to take
I can
a
see
plane
it.
to Denmark and punch you in the face for that.
Thank you, thank you, because it
Standing up
goes
for
to
Mugen.
show that otherwise pretty, and yeah, I am here assuming that I'm a pretty okay guy. That okay
Yeah, you're
people
damn
can
pretty
be
girl.
total dicks. And I mean, I wasn't breaking any Skype rules when I told Mugen, "Oh, fuck you, man." But I was still being a dick, and I should be prepared that people tell me, "Hey, man, you're being a dick." But somehow, and even that with this being an unwritten rule, I can't see how Scorps can defend this, saying, "Hey, this is the right thing to do. I followed the book." Because he's got to know, if he's just a normal human being, he has got to know that he was being a total dick with this.
He just kind of like, and they made it look like it was just all him, just forcibly removing it and everything.
Yeah, and again, I don't even have a sound for that.
What I really don't get is how people in Konoha just take it. They don't care.
That's the part that pissed me off the most, because Mugen was like, I would be okay with it if, like, everyone just stood up. He was like, the amount of hours I put in and the amount of, like, effort I wasted to that, now everyone just, like, ditches me. Everyone goes away and just goes to him. Pissed off. That's the only part that kind of annoys me.
People bitch on Skype and then they, timidly say, okay, on NB, because they don't want to be banned and they don't want to get in Scorp's bad graces, get in the mom's
Get a
bad
bad
graces.
reputation, actually.
Yeah, and that's what kind of environment is that when we can't? I mean, yes, I know we have rules and we have these rules to create a good environment. Quotation mark. Thank you, staff. But when the staff is culturing an environment in which the members cannot even disagree with a decision without falling into someone's bad graces or getting a bad reputation or getting banned, then what do we have? What do we have left?
Okay.
So, I guess now we should move on from that, because I think we said everything that needs to be said. Like, everybody should get it now by now. That's a pretty fucked up move.
It's pretty. It's actually kind of depressing, isn't it? Because I'm sitting here getting just a little bit depressed. Maybe because I ate that tub of ice cream.
User entered your channel.
I'm feeling kind of
ice cream
depressed
was
right
just
now.
too much, man. It was just too much for you.
Just too much for me.
So now we're gonna talk about the other side of the glitch that allowed
It's a bit more
everybody
comedic.
to get into all the villages without permission, pretty much. The Kerrah side of things, where Negative Knight was removed from Kage after being banned for a day.
Yeah, for technical reasons, as they call it.
Apparently, Negative Knight was in two villages at once, two user groups at once, the Akatsuki and Kerrah.
And Kerrah, which is weird.
Now against the rules, and apparently he's been
Wish he
told
wasn't
this.
notified.
Yeah.
No, I think Madara said that Callie told him, or somebody told him.
No, they did not. I mean, this
No,
was...
he
Negative
told me
Knight told me
specifically
that no one
that.
told him.
Let's just get this out,
No one
because
told him.
Timed out.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the Akatsuki plot thing, that and the thing was that NK it was discussed so many times, and we have, goddamn it, Lord of Chaos is a part of the Akatsuki user group. He was part of this discussion, and we went to Caliburn, and we went to the highest authority on this, and we spoke, and Lily personally went up and said, hey, can we do this and this, and it was approved. It was, we have got there's nothing, we've never been told that NK couldn't do this. And he was, goddamn it, he was in Akatsuki and the Mitsukage for like 2 months, 1 month and a half before this happened. I mean, why?
So
Then he
AK
just gets
wasn't
fucked
told at
over.
all about this.
First,
is a
why wasn't
complete-
he sent a warning? And second, why did no one react to this faster? Because it was no secret that he was in Akatsuki and was the Mitsukage. I mean, everybody knew this. So why was nothing done before now?
He got banned for being in two user groups at once, which is a new rule, I guess.
Hilarious, because Vincent was both the Amikage and the leader of Akatsuki.
And
Gobi was
Gobi,
both the Amikage and the leader of Akatsuki. What changed?
I think what
Why?
they said now is because he became the Mizukage, but he remained as a regular member in Akatsuki. I think they were like, when he made the choice to become Mizukage, he chose Kiri as like his first choice, if you know what I mean. I don't think they
No,
said from
I
there.
don't.
Like, basically, like the fact that he became Mizukage gave him a like, I don't know, higher
User entered your
position
channel.
or some shit in there, which therefore made him not. Because normally what they say is you're first an Akatsuki member and then a Kiri member.
But you can't be first
he-
an Akatsuki
yeah.
member and then the Mizukage. You have to be the Mizukage first.
Yeah.
So
And
he
then
couldn't
not
be
an
an Akatsuki.
But you can say what you
Bullshit,
want
because he was
about
an
that.
Akatsuki for ages.
Then again, that's pretty much like, what's the difference between that and the leader or both? Like, that should
Exactly,
be allowed.
because
Yeah.
and you can tell me all about, but oh, you're an Akatsuki member first, blah da da da. First of all, that's not, again, that's an unwritten rule. It's not stated anywhere. And second of all, it really sounds like whenever I go to the bank and my banker tries to put some bullshit loan on me, like, oh man, you can, borrow just fucking 2 million quids if you do this and blah da da da, and there's this much interest and blah da da. It's bullshit. It's bullshit on paper.
Yeah.
And you can't even say no to this because it's I mean, this isn't just your banker giving you an offer. This is your king saying, hey, you could do this, but it's not really a choice because if you don't accept what I'm saying, I'm gonna fucking chop your head off and ban you. So the
reason he lost
Yeah.
the reason he lost Kageship is because not only was he banned for a day, but he was apparently also banned from the Ninja World. So
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Ninja World, he
For 2 weeks.
can't be.
Kali got pissed off, basically.
But that is, again, that's an arbitrary punishment. Banning from the from the Ninja World that's decided by the mods. Or that's something they decide per what have you done, and it depends on the situation whether you're banned from the Ninja World or not.
Yeah.
So it's funny that this at this exact point in time, and for this exact member, he was banned without being warned, and got that 2-week ban from the Ninja World, which, without any rules being, stated about it, this also apparently caused him to be banned, or be removed from Kageship. I mean, following that logic, they could remove me right now from being the Katsukage because I'm in detention. It doesn't say it anywhere in the rules, but they can do whatever they want because, hey, it's a punishment
Better
or
was
something.
also banned for a day, but he didn't lose Kageship.
He just went into Kiryu and was like,
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, it's fucking
Yeah.
laughable. It's really laughable because I don't know. Maybe it's because I sometimes feel like conspiracy theories on NB. It's the only place where conspiracy theories actually have some there's some actual shit to them because I keep
Because you
thinking,
can't call this a conspiracy theory, man.
no, but I keep thinking that NK was removed because the mods or Kali or someone didn't like the Akatsuki plot to control all villages or whatever,
All the villages at once, yeah.
and so and they just said, hey, shit, well, let's just remove one of them.
yeah.
Use
Is
the
that just
stupid
shit out of a
rule.
hat? Because I keep thinking this. It sounds like a conspiracy shit out of a hat theory, but I really can't get that thought out of my head that NK was just removed because it suited some bullshit agenda or something.
It was way too far to remove him.
And it was just...
It was a dick move.
It was a dick move! And the situation didn't warrant that kind of punishment. I mean, I can understand, okay, the 1-day ban, but the 2
Yeah, but I
week
mean,
ban from the
removing
Ninja
him from
World...
Mizukage and, oh man,
And then all of
it's just
this
too
without,
much.
him being notified.
Yeah,
I mean,
they never
could have
told him
been
anything.
solved. It could have been solved with a single fucking visitor message. That's all it took. Hey, dude, you have to choose. Okay, fine. I choose to be the Mitsukage. Problem solved.
Yeah.
It's all they had to do.
But no,
Why?
They could have
not?
just
Kiri fucked
They
up,
could have
and
just
then
let
you
him
made the
chosen between Kiri.
Yeah, between
Yeah.
Akatsuki and Kiri.
Giving him a chance.
And then they had to find a temporary Kage.
Oh, yeah.
and Tino went
Yeah.
into Kiri, and he was winning the Kage
Elections.
vote race.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than Reborn.
He had more than Reborn.
Yeah,
and
he got
You
more
know,
than
Kitty's
Reborn,
in
yeah.
chaos when he found Tino doing that.
That's more of like the sheep mentality of a lot of members of the Ninja World. They just go with whoever's new. They'll just go with it.
No, honestly, I choose to think that people did that as a joke. Like, because it was all so fucked up, they just said, fuck it, put Tano in because he's a cool guy and he don't take any shit from people. He doesn't take shit.
Apparently, Negative Night, they were also voting for Negative Night, who couldn't be Mizukage.
Yeah, I
and
voted for Negative Knight.
Yeah, and he had more votes than anybody.
Yeah, of course.
But he
And then Reborn was like,
and then Reborn closed the nomination thread.
yeah, he
was
closed the
winning.
thread because he was like, yeah, Tenno can't become the Mizukage, so fuck this.
But again, it sounds like Saddam Hussein at his bath party. Just, hello, thank you for voting, but, you know, I know these people got more votes than us, but they can't be in the government. Oh, why not? Well, because I
So they
say
just
so.
suck it, though.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I
Because
am
they're
now,
dead.
Yeah, because they're dead, so fuck them. Isn't that terrible? Who is the temporary Mitsukage right now? Is there anyone?
I think they're choosing a new one.
Oh,
Really.
I am predicting that Reborn will become the temporary Mitsukage.
I think I know who
Nope.
it is. Kind of, I think. It's basically okay,
I'm sorry.
imagine can I say it? Or will it be like
Who?
I can
Just
say
say
it, right? I can say it, yeah. It's like imagine Lily 2.0 but like worse.
Songbird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have any support?
Yeah.
Because
We all voted for her.
when people went in Kitty, apparently they saw and like she has quite a lot of votes.
Okay. So did she send everybody a picture?
Mockingjay is pretty much about to win.
Did you what?
might have.
Shit.
She might have sent everybody pictures.
She might have sent them pictures, just, you know, a little tease. A little,
Oh my god.
hey, you know, I know you don't really care much who becomes Mitsukage, so I was thinking if I sent you a little, you know, a little nipple, you know, a little nipple, then maybe you can vote for me. Like 2 out of 3 people would accept that proposition. I'm sure of it. 2 out of 3, if not more. Just because no
Probably
one gives
more.
a shit.
Yeah.
But again, like, if Kiri really wanted NK back, they would just say so. They'd stop following all the bullshit and just either leave Kiri or just not follow whoever is instated, or tell whoever's instated as temporary Mitsukage that all you're here for is to get NK back. I mean,
we tried to do that, you know, but then it like everyone was like, yeah, it's what Caliburn said, it's what Madara said. NK isn't getting back Mitsukage.
You give up.
So we were fucked.
and you give up for no reason at all, because
no,
again,
but we voted for Negative Knight when the first election thread was made by Reborn, and Reborn was like,
channel timed out.
what's the use of making a new thread if you're gonna vote the old Mitsukage? So I was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna vote for someone new. And then he stops, like everybody stops voting. And then Tenno comes in, and then a new thread is made, and then everybody starts voting for Tenno.
that's great.
It just went crazy, man.
But I mean, if someone is forced upon Kiri, if you really want Negative Knight back, again, the best thing you can do, if you ask me, is leave Kiri. It's really, if the village empties because, hey, we want Negative Knight back, we'll only come back to Kiri. We won't join any other village. We'll come back to Kiri if you put Negative Knight back in.
Yeah.
Like, I think people
I was trying to convince
underestimate
people to do that.
people underestimate how much power they have as members, not because they're very important, but because there's so few of us. Actually, if you think about it,
Without
there's
the
so
members,
few
there'd be no
active
Narutobase.
RPers. So if the active RPers leave a village, they pretty much kill that village's roleplay. And with that, the ability to do that, it's a union. I mean, it's unionized, goddammit. It's all you have to do. It's fucking speak to each other and say, hey, we want to do this, and we won't accept any substitute.
Yeah, and be Nazis.
Yeah, we'll see after Negative Knight's 2-week ban from the Ninja World is over. We'll see what happens then.
Jesus Christ, what is that
Whose
sound?
phone was that?
It's vibrator. It's on
It's a
his phone.
vibrator. Oh god. Vibrator.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I guess that's it.
I guess that is pretty much it. I mean, this has been
this
has actually been a very serious episode of the NB podcast.
This is what you guys wanted. You want us to be serious. There's one.
You guys,
so
you're just pushing all responsibility away from you, are you?
Yes. No, not you. Not you. Like everybody's like, oh, you just.
They were saying we were criticizing everything.
We criticize everything. Talk about something good that we did. We still didn't do that shit. Yeah. We didn't even do that this time.
We still criticize.
We still criticize. Damn it. I forgot all about that. Next time, though. Next time. We will do it next time. So, I guess we'll say, you know, the good old smoke meth, beat horse.
Oh, wait.
Shout out
Peace,
smoke
peace.
meth. Smoke meth.
Go Kerrah.
Beat horse.
Go Kerrah.
Hail Satan. Hail Satan.